Today we're talking about a 6-step framework to grow your email list, and this is something that we are going to be working a lot on with our members. I don't know if you've listened to the podcast we did about our State of the Union address we did with our members. Realised we'd kind of overwhelmed them with content. Andrew done some amazing marketing lab stuff, but it was sort of no one was actioning anything. Where we'd given them lots of great steps, but too much, created a bit of overwhelm. So now we're dialing it all back and starting from the start, basically, again. And the start is making sure you know all your contacts and you've got their emails for everyone. That's important. And then after that, it's nurturing and growing your email list. So, Andrew, where does it all start? What's number one in this 6-step framework?
Number one is to create an irresistible lead magnet. And what I mean by a lead magnet is that we want to be able to provide something of value. Generally, it's a PDF, but that PDF could be a cheat sheet, checklist, workout plan, diet plan, nutrition plan, or whatever it might be. But it's of value to your target audience. So enough there that when they see it, be it that you post it on social media or it's on your website or wherever they might see it, that they will give you something of value, their name and their email address, in exchange for this lead magnet. And the purpose of it is that we're looking to get them onto our email list so that we can then build a relationship, build some trust, deliver some great content to them so that we warm them up as a prospect to the stage at whenever that stage might be, when they are ready to say, hey, Josh, I'm ready to learn more about how you can help me with my health and fitness journey.
Fantastic. I think we generally find at Strength Matters, it does take time. You do have to contact and nurture your email list, because we often find that it's 6 months. People have been following us and reading the blogs and listening to the podcast before they potentially come on board and contact us for coaching and stuff. So it can take time. So you've got to make sure that you do keep nurturing this list. And the next one is build a list building funnel. What exactly is a list building funnel?
Well, you've got so in number one, we were talking about creating that irresistible lead magnet. So you've got that PDF or that video content ready to provide to your audience. Now we need to be able to build something to deliver it to them. And that's what a list building funnel is. The components of a funnel generally would be a web page or a landing page or a splash page, sometimes they're called. They are a page that you can put up into, like Go High Level. We use High Level with our clients, or it could be on your website itself. But generally it's a standalone page that doesn't have all the usual components that a web page might have, because we want the person's attention, that person that arrives on this page, just to read the content and not be distracted by tabs or buttons or sidebars and the likes. So the first part of the funnel is this landing page, which would have a headline that is in conjunction with whatever that lead magnet is. There's an image of it. We call it like a 3D mock-up of an ebook cover, or a thumbnail of the video, so that they can see it's a video that they're going to get. And then there's a button on there to download now, and they click that button and that will have a pop-up form, which would then allow them to put their name and email address into that. Once they hit to submit that, that's when they would get the follow-up email sequence then, which is the final part of the funnel, which we deliver in the first email, the link to the PDF, and then there'll be 2 to 3 additional emails where you're just introducing yourself and building upon whatever the content is in that lead magnet. So it all plays its part in that list building funnel.
And this email sequence, does it kind of link into point number 3, which is all about engaging in real conversations? Is this one way to allow you to start to engage in conversations with your audience?
It is. It is one way. And that's a good point, actually, because the mistakes I've made in the past and I've seen clients make as well is that we get this list building funnel put together with the email sequence, and the emails read well, but we're not prompting that person to engage with us. We want them to reply to that email in some way, or shape or form, so that we're able to open that chain of communication. Because, as we say a lot on the podcasts and with our clients, that conversations will lead to conversions, i.e., sales down the line, as I say, when the client's ready for taking that next step. But yeah, so that in the emails, we want to have some way of asking a question, asking them to respond, asking us for, let's say that we share our 5 favorite kettlebell exercises, and we list out, the squat, the swing, or whatever. But then we might in the email say, hey, which is your favorite kettlebell exercise? Let me know. Reply below. So again, you're just opening that communication loop, as we call it, so that they know that we're looking for a response, and it makes it easy for them to respond. But similarly, we can do it on social media as well.
Which is number 4.
Number 4 is promote on social media. So once we've got our lead magnet and we've got our funnel published and ready, now we're ready to bring people into our mailing list. So we've got to promote. And the way that, and I'm sure you'll see this a lot of the time now, you'll see somebody posting. In the past, I've done it. I've actually printed off a PDF of a checklist or cheat sheet, and I've held it up. So I've showed that I've got this physical thing, and I've done a quick video. Just say, hey, look at this, brand new. Would you like a copy? Comment below. So it's that style of approach. Or you might see folks now where they'll have the lead magnet, the PDF, or the video on their iPad or something, and they're flicking through and the camera's above as they flick through. I've seen that style. Or you might just have a static image of it. Or you might just have text, hey, just created this brand new PDF on this topic. Thought you might be interested. If you are, DM me and I'll get a copy over to you. So that side of things, it's just organic way of promoting it without any hard sell. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to be selling, particularly on social media. Yes, we are selling to a degree, but we don't want to come across as that sleazy salesman. We want to do it in a more organic, natural fashion. And this is the way that we can achieve that.
Definitely. Step number 5 is create and post original weekly content. We've just given, on the last podcast, ideas for how you can come up with content creation. Do you want to talk a little bit more about this, Andrew?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, again, my personal opinion with social media is that we're using social media to build awareness of ourselves and our brands and the products and services that we look to offer. And we want it to be engaging. And at times it can be difficult to come up with original content because we just have those brain farts, that brain fog comes into play. So as you said on our previous episode, we were talking about awareness dates. So there's heaps there to really give you some great creative juices there, ideas to work with on that side. But the original content, it doesn't always have to be health and wellness related, but we need to be creating something at a frequency and a consistency that you can manage, because particularly with social media, it's only going to be up there for maybe 48 hours max and it disappears. So we want to be finding that frequency that you show up in people's feeds to remind them that you exist, that you are the expert in your field, so that when they're ready, they can take action on that side of things.
Absolutely. And the final one, number 6 in the 6-step framework, is email newsletters. What is the power of email newsletters?
Email newsletters were huge back in the day. Then they dropped off as other forms like lead magnets, etc., came into play.
Are they still widely used? I was going to say, we used to do one. I don't know if we do one so much in it. Are they widely used still?
They're making a comeback. They're becoming extremely popular. I've been testing one on LinkedIn, for example. So it's not an email newsletter, but it's still a newsletter. And without any real promotion, it's gone from 0 subscribers to just over 300 in a few weeks with just it appearing. But the importance with email newsletters, and I've heard them called newsletter digest or email digests and things, but in using it in this context, we are able to showcase to our audience that we've got a latest blog post, a latest video on YouTube, or a latest Instagram post, or whatever we've been putting up. We can notify our readers that we've put this new content up there. So what that's doing is, it's notifying our followers, our email list, that we've got new content that they may not be aware of. So they're getting to see it and consume it. But equally, because we're driving audience to the blog page or to YouTube or to Instagram, they're seeing that we're driving traffic and it's popular, so it amplifies it out to a greater reach. So we're serving our current email list, but we're also getting into the feeds of potential new email subscribers as well. So it's a win-win in that approach.
Definitely. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Just to quickly recap the 6-step framework for you. It is number 1, create an irresistible lead magnet, build a list building funnel, engage in real conversations with your audience. So make sure you've got some questions in your emails that you can engage in conversations with people, promote on social media, create and post original weekly content, and get yourself an email newsletter. That is it for today. Thank you. Please don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. And if you do want help getting more clients, hints, and tips, we are here for you. Booking your free 15-minute strategy call with us by going to strengthmanners.com/strategy.